On the border, the choice is simple. Kamala Harris.
Tensions escalating on the Texas border. Dramatic new video shows a struggle between Border Patrol and migrants in El Paso.
Kamala Harris supports investing in new technology to block fentanyl from entering the country.
During the time that I've been given to share my testimony here, I think it's important to note before I start that in these 5 minutes I'll be speaking that somebody in the United States will die of a drug overdose, and it is almost a 72% chance that during those 5 minutes it will be fentanyl related. I was speaking outside to the media, and I gave them a statistic that said 190 people a day overdose and die every single day in the United States of America. That is about a 737 plane. That's what about a 737 aircraft can carry. Could you imagine the national media attention it would get if they were reporting that a plane was crashing every single day and killing 190 people? But because it's 190 drug addicts, we don't feel that way.
Kamala Harris supports spending more money to stop human traffickers.
How many girls can you bring?
50.
50.
50
Good.
niñas. ¿Cuántos años tienen ustedes?
Le dije $1,000.
My name's Tim Ballard. I'm the founder of Operation Underground Railroad, which is an organization dedicated to fight human trafficking and child exploitation. Before that, spent 12 years as a special agent and undercover operator, mostly working child crimes and human trafficking investigations. People obviously have a lot to say about border politics and the trafficking of children and what's happening to the children that are being smuggled and or trafficked into the United States. The United States is generally acknowledged as the #1 consumer of child rape material, child exploitation material. So start doing the math and you think, okay, so we're the demand. There's kids who are vulnerable, who are taken, who are lured, who are kidnapped, and the market is the United States. How do we get kids into that market? And so when you start with that and you understand that there's cartels, so they make about $14 million a day in the business of getting kids and people into the United States. We have a policy that facilitates it. If you're in Nicaragua and you want to come to the United States, you paid a couple $1,000s to a smuggler. That smuggler will get you to the border and then hand a child to you. We've been down on the border. I worked there for 10 years. We've seen this. We know this is happening. And they put the child into the hands of this client and they say, just tell the Border Patrol that this is your kid. And they get in and then 72 hours later, they're released. And then they call a number, drop the kid off, and the kid's just recycled.
Examples. I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know?
What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What
Executed transnational gang members and got them sentenced to prison.